In the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, humanity teeters on the brink. Across a million worlds, it wages an endless war for survival. But this fragile existence comes at a cost, a price paid in blood, steel, and souls. Today, we journey into the heart of the Imperium to uncover one of its darkest secrets, the horrific ritual that keeps the light of mankind from being extinguished. This is the story of the soul binding. Every day, across the vast expanse of the Imperium, they are hunted. They are the Psykers men and women born with a terrible gift, a connection to the immaterial realm of the warp. This power makes them a threat, a potential gateway for demonic horrors, feared and reviled. They are torn from their homes, shackled, and herded onto the dreaded black ships of the Inquisition. These void-faring fortresses are vessels of the damned, their holds filled with a sorrowful cargo of terrified souls. Their destination: Holy Terra, the throne world. For most aboard, it is a one-way journey. Their purpose is not to live, but to be consumed. As the black ships arrive at humanity's cradle, the Psykers are sorted. The weakest, the unstable, are marched toward a different, but no less terrifying, fate. But the strongest, those whose minds burn brightest with psychic potential, are led deep beneath the Imperial Palace. They descend into a labyrinth of shadows and dread, to the very foot of the Golden Throne, where the broken body of the Emperor of Mankind has sat for 10,000 years. Here, in chambers crackling with unimaginable power, the ritual of soul binding begins. Imagine the scene: a line of trembling Psykers, kneeling in the oppressive darkness. Before them, an unseen presence of infinite power, the Emperor himself. The very air ignites with psychic energy as the Emperor's will descends upon them. Their minds, their deepest fears and hopes, are ripped open and laid bare before their silent God. He reaches into the very essence of their being, not to bless, but to purge. His golden light scours their souls, burning away their individuality, their humanity, reforging them into something else entirely. The process is an agony beyond mortal comprehension. Many resist, their minds fighting back against the overwhelming force, only to be snuffed out like candles in a hurricane. Others simply break, their bodies collapsing into dust, their souls devoured as a fleeting morsel for the master of mankind's eternal vigil. The air fills with the silent screams of 1,000 minds being annihilated. Out of every 100 Psykers who endure this ordeal, 90 will die. Their existence is erased, their life force becoming nothing more than fuel for the Emperor. But a handful survive. Perhaps 1 in 10 emerges from the psychic crucible, forever broken, forever changed. Their eyes, burned out by the Emperor's light, weep tears of blood. Their minds are scarred with visions that would drive any sane person to madness. They are no longer the people they once were. They are now Astropaths, the soul-bound telepaths who serve as the Imperium's only means of faster-than-light communication. They have survived, but their torment has only just begun. To be an Astropath is to live a life of unending suffering. Blinded by the ritual, they see only the ethereal, terrifying currents of the warp. Their minds are forever chained to the Emperor, acting as conduits for his will. They are plagued by constant pain, their bodies frail and their spirits haunted by the echoes of damnation. Every waking moment is a struggle against the horrors they perceive just beyond the veil of reality. Their dreams are nightmares, filled with the clawing hunger of the entities that dwell within the Immaterium. And yet, for all their agony, the Imperium would crumble without them. Every fleet movement, every declaration of war, every desperate plea for reinforcements, travels across the galaxy through the minds of these tortured souls. They are the synaptic network of a galaxy-spanning empire, their suffering the invisible thread that holds humanity together. They are the living, breathing cost of communication, the unsung martyrs whose pain allows the Imperium to fight for another day. The tragedy deepens when you consider the fate of the others the vast majority of Psykers brought to Terra. Those deemed too weak for the soul binding, or simply surplus to requirements, face an even grimmer end. They are marched in endless, silent columns into colossal, sacrificial chambers. There, without ritual or ceremony, their life force is siphoned away, fed directly to the psychic furnace of the Astro. This is the celestial lighthouse that guides starships through the treacherous tides of the warp. To keep this single beacon lit, 10,000 Psykers are sacrificed. Not per year, not per month. 10,000 souls, every single day. That is the price of keeping the darkness at bay. 10,000 lives, extinguished in an instant, to power the light that allows humanity's ships to sail. It's a scale of sacrifice so vast it becomes meaningless, an industrial process of death at the heart of the Imperium. The soul binding is not an honor, it is a mutilation. The life of an Astropath is not a blessing, it is a curse. The entire system is built upon a foundation of endless, unimaginable suffering. The Astropaths know this better than anyone. They feel it with every pained breath, every whisper from the void that echoes in their minds. They are prisoners of a silent god, slaves to a duty that consumes them from the inside out. They live in torment, and their deaths are a certainty. So the black ships continue their grim harvest. The pyres on Terra are never quenched. The screams of the dying and the damned echo eternally in the vaults beneath the imperial palace. Because in the cold, uncaring void of the 41st millennium, there is no hope, no salvation. There is only the endless, horrifying price of survival. Thank you for joining us on this dark journey into the lore of Warhammer 40,000. If you found this exploration of the Imperium's secrets fascinating, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the grim darkness of the far future. Let us know in the comments what other dark corners of the lore you'd like us to investigate next. Until then, may the Emperor protect